Hi, we're back on Smells Like 90's Rock. Sheila, Hot Toddy, DJ Pork. It's the 1 o'clock hour. Is this the witching hour? No, that's 3 a.m. in the witching hour.
I always thought it was supposed to be midnight until like YouTube came over.
Right. I didn't know. There was a show on YouTube called BuzzFeed Unsolved. I found out that 3 a.m. is the witching hour. And at 3 a.m., you'll hear 3 knocks from a demon at the door. You don't answer it. You have to wait for like 3 minutes. Don't go to the door because there's a demon at the door. Something like that.
Yeah, don't go to the door.
Don't go to the door. Don't go to the door if you hear a knock at 3 in the morning. It ain't good. But it's 1 in the morning, so we got a couple hours here. We're fine. But if we hear a knock, I hate to say it, but if I hear a knock at 1 in the morning here at the station, I'm going to be highly skeptical of who I should open the door for. Yeah. That's why this place needs a camera on the other side of the door.
Fair enough.
So that we can see with it. But we got to replace the board again, obviously, before we can do that, though. We just got this piece working again.
Hopefully we can just fix it.
We got this piece working again just a few weeks ago, and now it's out again. So at least it didn't affect the other side so that we can actually hear Pork, and he doesn't have to be all up in our grill with his Johnny Carson mic.
Exactly.
That at least is a blessing.
Yes.
I was telling Pork Cheez, Whiz, and Juice Box was a huge success last week. Bigly huge. I thoroughly enjoyed the show. A couple things to clear up, though. You were playing Animal Crossing during the show. Was it Animal Crossing?
Yeah, my Pocket Camp. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause that is the ultimate Cheez Whiz and Juice Box thing to do right there.
I handled it though.
To be sitting on,
just to be able to multitask,
sitting here and working and playing Animal Crossing or whatever it was you were playing. Mm-hmm. That's Cheez Whiz and Juice Box. That's why we also.
I mean, that's
sitting
the epitome of patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time.
I was an impressive feat.
That was Cheez Whiz and Juice Box.
No, he didn't even realize it. I had not Cheez Whiz and Juice Box. That was like the opposite.
Also, you said it named off all the state capitals. That was very Cheez Whiz and Juice Box.
That was no. See. It's out of context.
We're in elementary school
but
here.
No, it was like his idiot savant moment.
There's a whole segment dedicated to you trying to remember.
He didn't know like the big ones, like the ones
I didn't
that
know Columbia, your state.
Yeah, like he didn't know Columbia, South Carolina. Then I'm from Columbia. I'm from how did was not in his brain.
You were from America.
It's where USC is. That's where. Yeah, that was the dead giveaway.
That's right.
Like
Took me a second.
Brain, and then but you name random states that no one thinks about. It's like, it's blah blah. Like
it's very.
Lansing, Michigan. It's Lansing, not Detroit, Michigan.
I was laughing all through that because it was funny, but it was also just funny that you guys were so into trying to name the capitals. For like
what started it off exactly?
15 to 20 minutes.
I don't remember how it got there, so it was entertaining to us, though.
It was very entertaining.
That was also like at the end of the show where we had reached our exhaustion point.
It was a great segment, and that was one of the segments I put up online after the fact. But it made me laugh because just like they're invested heavily into trying to name state capitals.
It was Pork's shining moment.
It was
like on the Cheez Whiz and Juice Box moment. It was Pork's just grand entrance to the stage. Like it was amazing to me.
It was
like the capital of Wyoming is Cheyenne.
Yeah,
it was so great. It was perfect for that. For
the capital of Wyoming is Cheyenne. And everybody's like,
I thought it was a great segue to Nookie.
We had to finish on it.
Biscuits.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So we had to go there.
It was great. No,
what started it off? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't even.
Oh yeah, I think we were talking about Vermont for some reason, and yeah, you're like, "What's the capital?" And it was like, what was? I don't even remember the capital of Vermont off the top of my head.
You had it that day.
Yeah, I had it that day, and then
he lost his powers.
That was the first domino to fall.
Yeah, because I was like, what?
Montpelier. That's it.
So we're like, something like nobody really knows where it is on the map, or like thinks about it.
I don't think I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could find Vermont on a map.
It's in that cluster.
I would pick. It's either Vermont or New Hampshire. I know they're right next to each other. I would probably pick the wrong one.
It's in that cluster of like, it's like an impacted.
Slither states.
It's part of America.
It's like it's like a pimple on the side. It's like it's got all this stuff in it. Then you pop it.
It's got Bernie Sanders and Burlington Coat Factory.
Hey,
It's got those things.
There you go. And Rhode Island. That's another one hard to find. In Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. That's that whole weird combination.
Yeah,
but Vermont is universal health care, so.
It is true. But it was a fun segment. Also, Pork not being able to figure out how to run everything over here was also very entertaining.
It was the very, very, it was our cheese box.
See, you're calling it cheese box? That's a cheese whiz.
Cheez Whiz juice box.
I did nap before I came in this time.
There you go.
I have to wake up at the crack of dawns on Fridays now.
Gross.
Yeah, so it's hard to make it to the 2 a.m., but with words.
Cheez Whiz and Juice Box. That's the name of the special.
Yes.
I had a 3-hour nap tonight. Didn't even mean to. I couldn't wake up.
That sounds so nice.
It wasn't because I woke up like. You ever seen that? You ever seen that meme? It's like, oh, I settle in for it says settle in for a nap, and it's somebody laying, happily on a pillow, and then it says 4 hours later, and it's like somebody like coming out of their grave, because that's what you feel like. You feel like, oh God, what happened?
See, I'm used to that no matter how long I sleep or how little I sleep.
No, it's awful.
Just crawl out of my grave.
I don't sleep at night, but I sleep plenty during the day. It's a wonderful thing. What? Hey, the Queen died. We didn't mention that.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. to Elizabeth there.
We had a whole segment off air.
We did.
Dedicated to Elizabeth.
Well, now we have to transcribe it over to on the air. We don't care. That was the bottom line. Is like we don't really care, and we don't. But
it's first of all, we're Americans. I know that we're friends with the British. I said I know we're friends with the British, but like we literally fought to like not be their like children.
Right, but at the
same we divorced them.
Right,
it's like we're just.
But at the same time, it's historic, and that's something you can't do. And the royal family. They are interesting to read about. They are interesting to learn about. Whenever there's drama in the royal family, it feels like a Downton Abbey, whatever those other shows are.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
I don't watch them either, but it feels like that's why they make these TV shows, so that during the downtime of the actual drama, here's some fake drama of the royal family, and that's what it is, and they're just fun to. They're fun to watch, but I mean the history in this. As someone who's a big history buff, the history in this is the first time in our lifetime. It's the first time in our parents' lifetime, and for some of us, even our grandparents' lifetime. That
not Pork's family.
Not Pork's family.
Pork's family's probably seen like.
I was thinking
like
about
his Grandpappy McRib's probably seen 3 or 4.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it earlier today. Someone born in the early 20th century could somehow be younger than Pork. I don't even know how it works, but it's like that Benjamin Button that stuff.
But that's the legacy of the Stamp Baby blood.
That's right. It's an amazing thing. But seriously, for like 2 or 3 generations, for the first time ever, the monarch is changing in the United Kingdom, and we will have a king. For the first time since 1952.
Not much of a king.
Not much of one.
But a king.
But a king. And then we were just talking about it off the air.
His legacy is that he divorced Princess Di.
That's right. And, well, he had 2 kids, yeah.
But, I mean, they don't want Andrew, so whatever. They'll take him.
Andrew needs to stay far away. He didn't even need to be at the funeral. Yeah, no offense. The point I was trying to make was that this is historic, that we have a king, it's not us, but England has a king now, and that sadly there will not be a queen of England for decades. Probably not even another century maybe, because William's next after that, then his little boy, I forget his name,
maybe they'll have
Benedict, I don't know. I'm just trying to find British names now at this point.
Charles, William,
whatever the little kid's name is, I don't know, but he's next, and then it depends on what kid he has, or if he even has kids, who knows. By that point, maybe everybody of that generation be like, I am not bringing a kid in this world. I don't care what my bloodline says.
No, he will have children just because of that bloodline, or like that's when they start pulling in weird like cousins and stuff. There's like you had the tiniest drops of blood from whatever line.
Actually, I guess if he doesn't have kids for some reason, I guess the reign would then go to his sister. So we would have a queen at that point. Probably how
if she outlives him.
If she outlives him, right? It would just be the next person in line.